You're gonna roll it out into the log. So this is baking and pastry when you have it about 6 to 8 inches long. It is a 3-period course. You're gonna cut it in half where we teach students how to be a professional baker. Brown sugar over here, we can use that one, right? We do work in a professional kitchen. We have professional ovens, we have our professional stand mixers. We have all of the hand tools that are necessary to do any of our baked goods.
My friend took it a couple of years ago, and she would bring me a bunch of baked goods, and she would just talk about it a lot and how much she enjoyed it.
Remember, kind of like the pageant wave, right? We start out really basic because everybody's at different paths in their baking experience. We start out with things like muffins and biscuits and scones, which are very basic, but they get the fundamental skills of measuring and measuring accurately, and then we take that to the next level of how you would see that in a bake shop.
When I grow up, I want to be a baker, so I'm getting the knowledge that I need, and I'm also getting everyday experience.
And I really enjoy baking outside of school, and so I was I'd like to come in and learn more.
They will use this in the future if they take a career in the bake shop, because any sort of bake shop is going to use these mixing techniques. They're going to use these fundamental skills.
I'm gaining experience to do a lot of things that I wasn't able to do previously. I like to bake at home, but I don't have the opportunity to use as many different tools and try as many different recipes as I do here.
We also work on those fundamental baking skills, so we're working on mixing techniques. And the dough is still a little bit cold, so it's going to shrink back in. We're working on the different components of an actual dessert and all of the components that go into plating, so they'll have plating skills that they're working on. We want to get it so that it kind of seals together.
I am actually going to culinary school in North Carolina for my college and all that. So I want to become a chef. I want to start off, all that type of stuff and see where it leads to.
In the future, I hope to do something culinary related, which is mainly the reason why I took this class. So some sort of culinary school and just going into that industry.
They learn a lot of skills in class, not just baking skills, there's also a lot of life skills that they'll learn in here. Teamwork is a big one. We obviously have to work as a team, and any sort of bake shop is going to have a team component to it.
Just coming in every day and baking with my friends and all the people that I've met here, they're really good people. And I feel just that and just learning more and more for my future.
The opportunity to work with other people. Nobody in this class did I really know before I came here. So it was a really good opportunity to meet new people and also work with them.
Have some fun. Step in there. Lots of activity always happening in the classroom. We are fortunate to have a dual credit, so we get a lab science credit for students, so we talk a lot about the science aspect in baking. And then we also articulate with some local colleges where they get 15 college credits if they receive a B or better in the course.
I'm getting new techniques on how to, work through all the pastry and all the baking stuff. So, it's kind of interesting because nobody ever sees this side of the culinary. And it's not, people always see the cooking and all that, but not the baking.
And then we go over, under, over, under.
I like the science behind it. It's a lot of fun just because it's such a fine skill. One single measurement off can ruin a whole thing. There's something so perfect about baking something and having it come out exactly how you plan. And so I just think it's very calming and very fun to be able to do that.
In the program, we have the opportunity to do things like catering events or banquets, and those events allow students to actually make something for people outside of themselves. So it's really putting an onus of professionalism on them and making sure that they're producing a professional product. So there is fundamental growth in all of these students and what they learn in here.